standing here in the reception of BBC Radio Shropshire is potentially a very exhausted man. Sam Newman, you're on your way from Land's End to John O'Groats.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm doing a 16-day tour for Dogs Trust. I lost my dog very suddenly last year. As a kind of a therapy, I've been cycling constantly. And I had the idea that I'd like to do this trip for Dogs Trust, and I've decided to do it in 16 days because I'm stopping off at Dogs Trust branches along the way. So yeah, it's tiring. I'm on day 7. So I was at the local Dogs Trust yesterday, and today I'm cycling to Manchester. And each branch I've been to, I've met a dog that's still looking for a home.
And I'm guessing cycling through this the Shropshire countryside must be, in this weather, something pretty glorious to come through.
It's amazing. Yeah, people keep saying, "Oh, how do you do it?" Because you must be sweating like crazy. But of course, you got built-in ventilation on a bike, haven't you? You know, air conditioning. And stopping off various places on the way just to show a bit of the countryside, a bit of the region. Just giving Sam Newman Dogs Trust. That'd be great if you could just keep on going. Yeah.
It sounds like quite the challenge. Good luck with it. Enjoy the rest of the day anyway.
Thanks very much.
That was Sam doing his challenge for the Dogs Trust. Good luck, Sam.
What do you think of Zina? Tell me your first impressions.
Fantastic.
What was when you first met her? What did you think?
Well, after our other dog, she just seemed so small, but she just seemed so friendly and you know, easy to get along with. So
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And what was your other dog? What breed?
A Labrador Staffy Cross.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
He was quite big.
Yeah,
but
quite big.
Powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say strong.
Yeah. Yeah, but daft as a brush.
Yeah.
So, Tracy.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you, Tracy.
Yeah.
What do you do here then?
So I'm Home from Home coordinator. So we have volunteers that take dogs into their homes just to save them having to come into the kennels. They can spend some time in a home environment, especially for dogs that may be a little bit older, that we don't, you know, if they've always been in one home since they've been a puppy, they can go into a volunteer's home rather than coming into a kennel. Some dogs maybe with medical issues, puppies wanting socialisation, so such a mixture of different dogs needing foster.
Yeah. So the family we just met just now, the chap I spoke to, first of all, he'd been fostering for a while.
Yeah, so he's had a couple of dogs on foster. So for him, he's not in a position to adopt a dog. He works in the Navy, so he's away quite a lot of the time. So whenever he's back in the UK, he gives us a ring and we see what dogs we've got available for him to have for a few weeks before he can go back, which is quite nice for him because he still gets that dog contact, but without the long-term commitment for him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long does it usually take before a foster dog is taken on by a family that it's going to live with probably for the rest of its life?
Yeah, it just depends on the individual dogs. So some dogs may be here for a few days up to a week just so we can do an assessment and just to make sure we're matching that dog to the right family. Others can take a little bit longer. It just depends on the dogs and whether we can find families for them.
Okay, so what's the longest one you've had here that's been fostered lots of times?
It has been a couple of months.
Not too long then?
Not too long, no. And I think obviously the benefit of fostering is we are rehoming dogs from a home environment, so we've got a good idea of how they're going to settle then into a new environment.
Yeah, exactly.
So in terms of setting people up as fosterers, we ask them to be within 45 minutes of the centre, just so we can easily get the dog to and from the centre for vet checks or to meet adopters. We do take fosters on that have other animals and children, and obviously we'll just make sure we fit dogs into that family that are suitable, got experience with that. And then again, the same for the adopters. We'll ask them a series of questions just so we can make sure the dog that they're adopting is going to fit into their lifestyle as best as we can.
Yeah, so there's quite a few boxes you have to tick, really.
Yeah, and it's just to make sure, you know, we want dogs to go home and to stay in that forever home. So as much as we can do through the rehoming process, the better chance of that dog settling in and staying with that family.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw already Zina's sort of starting to play with new dad, you know.
Yeah, and some dogs adapt really well to it. Others take that little bit longer, but eventually they all get to that same.